All right, so it says we are live. Welcome back, everybody. It is March the 17th, 2024, 7 p.m. Let's play the Can You See and Hear Us game that we typically play. And if you are watching this back later, by all means, leave a comment, but we do allow playback. So if we're not live and you're wondering why we're not responding to you, well, we may be asleep or something. We'll get to you tomorrow. So if you're new to the live streams, hey, let us know. We just typically hang out and we usually cook at the end of the live streams. But as y'all can see, we're up in my office because we just checked the radar. We're just about to get slammed. Perfect timing today from a blob of thunderstorms that we've been watching all day long that's heading right into our area. So we're not going to be outside in the lightning, rain, and everything else. So we're going to have to try to maybe cook something next
And
weekend.
I'm hungry, so I don't know what we're going to eat tonight.
Great. We've got leftover smoked chicken, but we've been eating a lot of leftover smoked chicken, and we're kind of burnt out.
Get rid of it.
We're burnt out on leftover smoked chicken. So yeah, we might have to come up with something after the live stream pretty quick.
I know Andrew's like, why didn't you do corned beef and cabbage? But we just had it a couple weeks ago, so I was trying to hold off a little bit longer. But that does sound good right now.
Yeah. So happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. If you're enjoying that, hopefully you're eating your corned beef and cabbage, or you're out celebrating. Be nice and safe there. So let's see who all we got. We'll grab some questions tonight. Yes, Miss Lee, no cooking. Sorry. If you check the radar for Florida right now, we are about to get slammed any minute. It looks like. Yeah, or rain. You know, we need it. It's not like the woods are flooded. Oh my goodness gracious. So what about the bat houses? Asked Todd and about 57 other people.
I know it said no homeless bats. I like that.
Well, about that, this is gonna come as a surprise, y'all. I did not get them up this week. We'll just see what happens this week. Who knows? You know, you just don't ever know.
Don't make any promises.
I'm not at all. I'm absolutely not at all. Yeah, there's 50,
the
literally
bats
50
homeless still. Yep.
Yep, they are. And then Mr. Donald's getting to us no green shirts, but we do.
I have green, right?
We got green. We got a little bit of green. Green enough, right? All right. Yes, the bats are still homeless. That's very true. And how's the billboard fund going? Pretty low. You're going to have to get that thing way on up if you want to get us to 1 million subs and me to do the crazy thing I promised y'all. So I'd say we still have a little ways to go, like as in forever and a day to go. All right. So Mikey, oh my goodness. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Mikey.
First of all, thank you for a donation there. Y'all, we do not expect those at all. But he says, funds for a Fisker's hammer rack, you're going to need it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, y'all, Mikey has just went
gone nuts.
Crazy. He's went crazy here lately. Thank you, Mikey. I guess we'll just start this off. Yeah, I'm now an official Fisker's spokesperson. Thanks to Mikey. It looks like they sponsor the channel. They don't. Mikey apparently now sponsors the channel. Y'all, he has sent me out Fisker's splitting necks after splitting them all, after just one thing after another after another. I'm like, holy smokes. Hey, at least he's helping me make some content over on our review channel.
Stops you from buying stuff too.
So it's hard for me to slide out. I can get it.
You got it?
Yeah, let's just do show and tell. Mikey has been Santa Claus this week. Stuff just won't stop showing up at the house. Some of the stuff's pretty cool. Mikey, we don't expect it, buddy. I know you know that, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will put it to you. So Mikey gave us one of these Fisker's gardening kits, and y'all,
we're gonna put that to use this week.
Yeah, I think so. I know the lighting's horrible up here, but it's got your little garden rake in there. It's got some nice Fisker's pruners. That's always nice to have, and I bet those are quality. Got a little shovel, and then it's got the little kneel pad, so you don't have to kneel down straight in the dirt. So that will probably get used this week.
Thank you so much, Mikey.
One of Tiffany's more exciting gifts, I was shocked.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't remember how excited you got when I opened this up the other night? She says, "This is mine."
Yeah, so, there's something else out there I want to.
But I want it. We're gonna have to share it. So he sent me a Fisker's. This is a fold-up saw. You can never have too many of these. And Tiffany literally, when I open it, she says, "Ooh, that's mine."
Yep, it is. It's
so she's been riding around the property a lot here lately, in the side by side and all, cutting limbs, pruning the trails out.
That one that we have back there.
Oh, the one we have is pitiful. So now we've got I'm sure, a really good quality one being Fisker's. And we can throw this in the back of our side by side whenever we go ditch fishing and all. A lot of times we have to cut trees and limbs and stuff out of the trail. So, Mikey, thank you so much. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
There is more. Mikey, I had no idea Fisker's even made hammers. Had no idea. So I'm still running like 1947 hammers on the channel. Y'all seen that? I got an old S-wing that is ancient, and stuff, then another super cheap one. I don't know why I've never got into a really good quality hammer. Mikey sent me a super nice Fisker's framing hammer. I had no idea they made hammers. Makes sense. And this has got that isocore handle, shouldn't vibrate like crazy. Nice big head on it. Such a cool looking design. I'm excited to try that out.
To hold
it
too.
is. Hold that thing.
Yeah.
Feels good. Don't hit me with it.
It's got a good grip.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. Had no idea Fisker's even.
That might be mine too.
Yeah. Okay. No. You leave the building to me. And this is the one that we're now all of a sudden fighting over.
Yeah, we're fighting over this one.
So this is, I guess, what you call a bush hook or a brush hook, but basically hook blade right there. I know the lighting's so bad up here, y'all. There you can see it. So you actually hook over limbs and knock them right off the sides of trees. When I first seen this, I was like, I don't know if it's really going to work or not. So I went out there and started cutting some pine trees earlier.
I wish we had that when we did the trail.
No kidding.
Oh, that would have been
always going to have to clean out trails.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this thing works unbelievably well.
Andrew thinks I'm going to hurt myself with it, which I may because I cut myself every time I use a knife. I cut myself the other day.
Yeah, and you're out here swinging this like a crazy lady. I'm like, I told her, so you're going to take your leg off this thing. So we're going to let her try it, but you're going to have me a bit nervous on flailing this thing around.
I probably shouldn't.
But y'all, this works so well. I was cutting some pine limbs off the sides of trees like that big with just 1 or 2 whacks gone, all the small stuff, one little touch of it. This is really cool. I kind of thought it was a bit gimmicky when I opened it up. Now I can see this being something that's absolutely going to be in the side-by-side, and we're going to use it on the property.
Very cool.
So, Mikey, that's a ton of gifts, my man. And you done sent so many over the last few weeks. Now he tells us, oh, get ready for more.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. I'm going to have to build a bigger shed out there. I told her I was going to have to build a new rack out there for all my Fisker's products. I just built one, and it's already full, but he's going to wind up filling up a shed. So, Mikey, and you're awesome. That is so kind of you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, I had no idea they even made hammers and some of them other tools. That's just crazy. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Julie says Ohio had a tornado that went a half-mile from her.
Oof.
I have not seen any updates on that today. I'm assuming that come through today or yesterday, but I don't really watch the news. Typically, I'll see stuff like that pop up on like YouTube or Instagram, but I haven't seen that. I hope everybody's okay. I don't know if that was a big tornado or if it's making national news or something. Hopefully,
it's that time of year for us.
It absolutely is. I don't think today's storm that's coming in right now, I see it getting super dark outside.
It's dark.
I don't think we're under tornado warnings today, but usually when fronts come through this time of year down in the south, we always are under tornado watches. So, man, I hate to hear that. Hopefully people are okay, but I have no idea about that storm. What about the 1 million subs? Well, I opened my mouth a while back, and somebody brought up something funny about
body wax.
Get a body wax, since I finally went through with the mani pedi thing there for hitting 100,000. I was like, okay, whatever, haha, we'll do it at 1 million subs. And then everybody's like, oh, we're gonna take out billboards now. We're gonna blow your channel up, this, that, and other. I was like, I know y'all were kind of joking. It will take us forever, and we may never ever get to that number, but I will honor what I say. I will put myself through pain for y'all. This is almost turned into something a little bit sadistic that y'all are doing here. Like they want me to bug zap me and all kinds of crazy stuff. I guess I'm here to entertain y'all, right? Huh? Oh my goodness. Mr. Donald wants to know when he sent me the bat house. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. So I don't know why everybody's on me about getting up. I just got the things. And if it makes you feel any better, Mr. Donald, I did turn and order 2 more behind you. So I got some money here as well that I really need to get up.
If we can ever get them up.
Oh, I know. But then if we get them up, what are we going to talk about? See, I don't even want to put them up now because we got to have something to talk about every week.
Something to bug you about, right?
On these live streams. I'm sure there's probably a few new people that come on tonight like, what are these people talking about? Houses and body
waxing.
They're immediately clicking off like, what the heck? Did I grease the shop door? We haven't talked about that one in a while. No, and it absolutely needs it again. I'm going to come up with something out there because no matter what kind of lube I use on that shop door, it don't last more than a few weeks, and it is so crazy loud. That's another joke for everybody that's wondering what kind of boring stuff we're talking about right now. Yeah, Miss Jimmy says, watch what you say. We're starting a billboard fund. I certainly hope I don't see my ugly mug up on the side of the interstate somewhere or something. Oh, Josh, thank you so very much.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, how are you? He says, any fun you want. So glad y'all are back to 7 p.m.
Yes.
I know that's working better for a lot of people. It definitely doesn't for others, especially the people that watch us overseas because, well, they're all in bed right now. It's just pushed too far back. But when it's getting dark at 8:30 and 9 o'clock at night, people want to be out doing stuff, enjoying their day. And when you do it at 5, it just kind of messes up right in the middle of the day for people, and
gives us more time too. So.
It does. I get it. It's danged if you do, danged if you don't type of thing. It's going to help some people and it's going to hurt others, but most people do seem to prefer the 7 o'clock time frame. All right, so Kurt just jumped on southeast Louisiana. He says the storms, hope all's well with the storms y'all are about to get. They called it this AM. Yep, I was going to ask. And it looked like y'all had a lot more lightning and severe weather when it was coming through out in West Florida and over in your area. It's starting to, although I'm hearing thunder right now. I should have said hearing lightning.
Yeah, we're hearing lightning.
Boy, everybody's throwing me up for saying I hear lightning. But I'm hearing thunder outside right now, but the radar is not showing nearly as many lightning strikes as it did just 2 and 3 hours ago. And I really don't want to be sitting up here this close to a metal roof with it popping lightning like crazy. So we'll see what happens. Let's get you a sponsorship, says Justin. What you talking about for Fiskars? I don't need one. Right. I got Mikey. Fiskars wouldn't even send me that much stuff if they sponsored me. All I need is Mikey. All right, so Zoe is screaming, hi, Andrew and Tiffany. Hello, Zoe. Hopefully you're doing well. And, Julie says, lived there since 1982, only second time she ever went to the basement. At least you have those basement options. Here in Florida, too wet, too high a water table, no basements. Maybe in some of these rolling hill cities, that could be normal, but not around here in the country, it isn't. So
scary.
Yeah, when the tornado warnings come in, you better have, most of us just always known, go to the hallway or go to a bathroom or a room with no windows and pray. At least we got us a storm shelter now, but we do have to run across the yard to get to it. But whenever we see really bad days with lots of warnings, and if we see warnings coming to us, we'll just go ahead and go out there an hour early and kind of just hang out and ride it out. This is definitely the bad time of year. This is what, 4 years ago we got hit?
Yes.
Yep. March.
20.
Yep, March 29th, right there in the month.
It was the day before April Fool's, so I think it was like March 30th.
Yeah, something like that.
31st or something like that. Yeah.
So, 4 years ago this month, we took a direct hit. So do not ever want to live through one of those again. All right, let's go down here and catch a couple more comments. Mikey's the bomb. Yes, Mikey is. Thank you so much, Mikey. Mikey's the new goat. And Justin, he must have jumped in a little late. Why are we upstairs? Because it is about to storm outside.
It is, unfortunately.
About to storm. Looks like we're going to be in it for quite a few hours right there. So he says, oh, that's cool. That's called a mini Kaiser blade. That must be what that, I call it like a bush hook. I forget the proper terminology for it, but I've seen the real big ones before, but this little handheld one is going to be sweet for knocking limbs off of trees. It's crazy stuff you get excited about. The older you get, right? I'm like, hey, I saw a hammer. Oh! All right. Yeah, Todd, I'm the same way. I had no idea Fiskars made hammers. And if it's as good a quality as all their other stuff, it should last me forever. Does Mikey work for Fiskars? It's appearing that way. And of course, everybody's still getting on us about not wearing our green. I guess we should have. I've still got my old Ninja Turtle shirt. I could have wore that, even though I think it's about.
We both have St. Patrick's Day shirts.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could have wore those. Or my Ninja Turtle shirt, although
I forgot
it's
about
3 sizes too small. All right, Kathy says, question. Andrew, did I do the Amazon order right? You get credit. Okay, so I can't see like dollar amount, Kathy. If you order something through our Amazon link, I'll have to know the exact name of the product. That's the only way I can search if you want me to check, excuse me, and see if it went through. So email me the exact name, or you can put it on here and we'll try to screenshot it if you're comfortable sharing whatever it was that you got. But that's the only way that I can go back and actually check it out. But thank you so much for using our link. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
So Tiffany, you can use Andrew's chaps when using the chipper because he thinks he doesn't need to wear them. Boy, Chris, that is just that's just bothering the heck out of me.
I know.
Yeah. Robert says Andrew, who said we were joking. I know y'all weren't joking. Y'all were picking on me, making fun of me, and y'all meant it. I know. Jump in the pool tonight. Yeah, it's lightning outside.
Actually, he did get in the pool tonight.
Yeah, I did. I stepped on the step up to my ankle just to test and see. That's the first time I've stuck my foot in there all year because literally 3 weeks ago it was freezing cold, but it's starting to warm up now. It's still cold, but I don't think we're but a few 80-degree days away from. We could slip in. Here's the problem.
I almost got in the other day after mowing. I was hot.
Here's the problem. It's going to be high 30s in the morning, which I'm looking for. No, Tuesday morning, and then like 40, 41 Wednesday morning, which means it'll probably be in the 30s here. It's always colder than they say. So that's going to knock that pool right the heck back down. And we'll have to go through another warm-up spell. we're definitely cooling off. I'm looking forward to it because I got lots of outside work and other stuff planned this week. I don't feel like sweating. Mikey, in all your glory, you just disappointed me.
Oh, that he doesn't work for.
No, he called me the wrong name.
Oh yeah.
Golly, Mikey, you were on the top. Now you just moved down a notch. He said, Justin, no, I don't work for Fiskars. I have a lot of Fiskars tool, but I saw Adam using an old hammer. I'm not Adam, Mikey. I'm Andrew. And thought I'd give him some new tools.
Up his finger.
That's all right. I got y'all rag me, so I got to rag him before I see the.
There you go.
Oops. Actually, there's several people that call me Adam. I've noticed that. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't care. Call me Adam. That's better than what some people call me.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy, not my world favorite, but and I know some of y'all call me Andy. Say do whatever you got to do. I don't really care. Stuff like that really don't bother me. I'm just picking on Mikey. All right, Justin, thank you so much. Patio fun. I'm assuming you mean that area out there. We'll blow that and then some. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Appreciate your generosity.
Working on that this week.
Yeah, so we took all last week off. Y'all noticed with the wood splitting videos, took advantage of the cool days last week, working on the property, serviced a bunch of equipment, mowed, did all kinds of stuff. We've got to take time off to do that occasionally. And this week, I'm waiting on my fence materials order to come in. I never got a response Friday from the company, so I'm assuming it could show up tomorrow. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and jump on another metal project. We're going to build something else that's pretty cool that I think y'all will enjoy watching. That's going to tie in with all of that anyway. So I'll just let you know we're going to go ahead and cook or build another cooking appliance, and I have several more to build. Kind of itching to get in the shop and weld something up anyways. And then we'll dive right into the fence also this week. And that'll really start making that area look like something.
Well,
then it looks like you have walls and you've got an actual extension of the house and a room, and you start visualizing it.
So that we can, because I'm a very visual person. So once we have that up, then I'll see where I want everything placed. Is that rain?
It is pouring.
It is here.
It's here. It is flooding. So good thing we didn't do the live stream out there on.
Let me check and make sure we don't have a lot of lightning.
Or no, heck with that. What about a tornado box?
Or that.
We just talked about it. I hope we didn't wish one to existence.
There's some severe north of us, but
nope. Actually,
the green. We're good.
It's trying to rain out on us, but it looks like at least probably for the next hour we're going to be in some storms and rain. So cool. It's kind of splitting and going around us, the bad stuff. Yeah, there's Mikey. I mean, Andrew. Nope, no, you didn't. You got it wrong. And yes, it's okay, Mikey. Oh, Shane, buddy, so kind and generous there.
Well, Shane, thank you.
Bat House Inspiration Fund. Y'all literally paying me to put up the bat houses now. Oh my goodness, y'all make me feel so bad. I might have to put it on my schedule in the next month or two. Oh boy, thank you, Shane. Golly, y'all be so kind.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah. So Trippin said they had tons of thunder, not much rain, just enough to wash the pollen off the car. Hey, take it. Y'all, this is the worst year I have ever in my life seen with pollen.
I think it is too.
Yeah. Pollen and gnats this year is just crazy. We've had pollen for 2 straight months, and it's just getting worse and worse.
The love bug season is not going to be bad.
You know what? We actually got lucky last fall. Remember, they didn't really migrate back through.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
We skipped it.
What? Oh, the love bug season, yeah, we kind of did for the fall season, which that never happens. But at least it looks like we're getting a heavy enough rain outside right now. We're going to knock the new pollen off, so we'll take it. So we need to let Tiffany have some tools. You already took her tractor. I'm letting her cherry pick a few back there.
He gets kind of stingy about sharing his tools.
Yeah, like my good quality DeWalt stuff and all. She'll come flying up there side. Give me your new saw, this, that, and other. I'm going back to cut stuff. Wait a minute, what are you going to cut? What are you going to do? Just give me that thing. I need it to come back in good condition. What are we doing? Let's make sure we're using it right. I am a little picky about my tools. Now, yes, of course, hand tools like this. Mikey already told us some of these are for Tiffany, and she's already been picking out what she wants. I just don't want her cutting her leg off with some of these. Oh, goodness. So how are we doing? We're doing just fine, Ralph. Thank you for asking. Yes. Can't complain other than pollen, hay fever, and the other stuff. We could be doing a lot worse. Yeah, now we're getting new hashtags from everybody. So Mark says, moving to Central Florida this spring. Love the channel. Well, welcome. I don't know where you're from, Mark, but get ready for love bugs, mosquitoes, and humidity. And potential hurricanes and everything else. Other than that, I love the heck out of this state.
As it goes on and on.
It does, but we haven't moved out. We love this state. So welcome. Let's see what else we got going on. So just a question. Does Fiskars make chaps? Maybe Mikey can send you a pair. I have a pair of chaps, Chris. I have a pair.
That is Chris's pet peeve about the chap.
And Fiskars is apparently like Vivor, the joke we used to have in the back or back in the day. Apparently they make everything, and I had no idea. Although I'd say Fiskars is probably much better quality products for sure. So give out some memberships if you have any. I do not. They cap me at 10 per month, and I always give them out at the first of the month because they only run for 1 month. So the people that get them can start seeing some sneak peeks. But I will get some again in looks like 2 weeks, and we'll pass them right back out. All right, so that's called, the Fiskars brush hacks. Yeah, brush hook, brush hack, something like that. That sounds right. I've seen the old ones back in the day, like Grandpa, used to have one that was this long, but that's going to be perfect for throwing in the side by side right there. See your Stanger Ranch says, hello from snow melting, muddy Idaho. Woo, so glad we don't deal with no snow freezing, falling, or melting down here. However, we've got liquid sunshine like crazy, and we're underwater here. It's been raining so much. So I guess we all got our stuff, don't we? Miss Sharon says we need to park the side by side of the house so we get the storm shelter faster. We can run to that storm shelter quicker than that thing will start up and get us out there. That's for sure. No, everybody's getting on to us. No green shirts. I know. I didn't realize it was going to be that big of a deal. We do have the green leaves up here. Does that count?
Green, yes.
Does that count? Kelley green is official color. Yeah, and Kelley green is. So, all right, y'all are just on us tonight, ain't you? Apparently Tiffany now needs her own chainsaw, and Mr. and Miss Hammer have chosen one that's about $1,600 or $1,800 a model. They said that you should get. I don't even have one that expensive. Holy smokes! They just got the Mac Daddy model.
That's something he would definitely be scared of me using.
Yeah. Well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Something like that is dangerous, and we would for sure need to learn on that. Whenever you're comfortable and ready and want to one day, we'll absolutely let you run a small, or saw. But we want to start you out on the smaller one and kind of learn your way up. And we're going to show you how to use chaps and wear those correctly. And
are you?
Yes. Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, God.
Oh, let's see what else we got. Yeah, we have green on our wall. There we go. St. Patty's wall, even though it's not quite the color there. And get a solar pool cover. You better use the pool sooner. That's very true, and something maybe we should look into. And the other thing that would do is keep the pollen all out of the pool. So that may be something we should look into for next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
So Lance, thank you so much. My goodness, you're being so generous tonight. Wow. He says, for the next electrical video, oh boy, don't get everybody started.
And that should be coming when?
It's still going to be a little bit.
Oh, is it going to be?
I think we're going to continue to move forward the fence.
We have some electrical plans anyway.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of electrical at the shed and a few outlets out there so we can, run a few appliances, but the majority of our new cooking area is all going to be coal and wood fired. Let's see here. So Andrew, did I do the, I didn't answer this once, Kathy, but I know you got a different question about the Amazon stuff. Do I get credit right away? No, it takes 2 days before I can see it. And I know that you did that more than 2 days ago, but like I said, you got to let me know the exact name of whatever it was that you purchased. And that's the only way I can search. I can't search by order dollar amount. So I wouldn't have a clue, to be perfectly honest. So Georgia Hillbilly Ranch or Hullbully Ranch says 9.2 million view DIY fence video. Did we really get that many views? We did over on.
It was getting close to 9.
I thought that was the gate.
Well, maybe that's what he means.
Yeah. And you're probably talking about over on Facebook. Yep. We have been killing it on Facebook, like 20 and 30 million views in a month. And we got one video over there approaching 10 million. We've never had anything get anywhere near that.
Doing really good.
So maybe that's the one you're talking about. Those videos actually did pretty well on YouTube, but nothing like they're doing over there. That's for sure. And it's funny. Different things work on different platforms. That's just the way it works out. And I know some of y'all watch us over on both. Let's see what else we got going here. Oh, it just shot me all the way to the bottom. I was trying to read a comment.
You were about, yep, you're right there.
All right, I'm reading through some of y'all stuff. Can we just say it? Mikey, seriously, buddy. He says, okay.
Go down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Because it's the same comment. Down. There you go.
Okay. Well, I was reading your comment up there, but now we'll read your highlighted comment.
Highlight it, yeah.
Mikey, we're cutting up with
my
you.
goodness.
Being so generous. So he says, okay.
You did not have to do that.
Sorry, I just made an order and got another set of handsaw. No. Don't do that. Y'all got me where I'm so nervous to
We
even
will
talk about
definitely,
stuff.
we will definitely share. You did not have to do that.
No, you did not have to do that. Mikey, we were cutting up and kidding, buddy. Golly, y'all were. I'm not saying a word.
Don't say anymore.
I can't say nothing else. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. We did not expect that at all. We were just cutting up. We will absolutely share. Cancel your order. Save your money, man. You're being too kind. Oh my goodness, y'all are so dadgum generous. This is crazy. Oh, thanks, dude. Andrew acting like only a child with this stuff, says Glenn. Boy, Glenn, you've always got such sweet stuff to say, don't you? Oh my
You're
goodness.
giving it to you tonight, aren't
They're
they?
giving it to me every week. I think this is just Roast Andrew live stream. Roast Andrew night is Sunday night for everybody now. Oh my goodness gracious. Thanks, Glenn. Let's see what else we got here. I'm reading. And Joe says, "Oh, Joe, you just hit a soft spot with us this week, or a sore spot." He says, "Plus high auto and homeowners insurance." He must be referring to something else he was talking about. Yeah, we just got our insurance quote in our renewal for this year, and once again, shot way the heck up. We are just getting destroyed in this state. So many companies have run out of Florida because of all the lawsuits and the political stuff that goes along with it, plus the hurricanes and the damage and everything else. Hardly nobody will cover you. Most companies are not taking on new people, and the few companies that are coming in the state are just starting to raise rates because there's nowhere else for us to go.
Wow.
This second year in a row, we got a very significant increase on our homeowner. So it's always lovely when you get those bills in the mail. So Joe, I feel you. Where'd you say you're from? I don't know if Joe Schmucker said where he was from, but you might be in the same state as us and dealing with all those increases.
Right,
And
probably why he knows.
our auto shot way the heck up too. No wrecks, no problem. We're like platinum people on the thing. No wrecks forever. Good drivers, no speeding tickets, and they still just keep raising it up. And you just gotta take it. I guess it's just the way it's just the way it works. All right, I'm reading somebody else's stuff here. Oh goodness. So Bill says the next time he takes all the tools, tell him all the silverware is yours. Let him eat with his fingers.
All right.
Hey, this fat boy will eat with his fingers, no problem. As long as it gets in my mouth, I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Man, y'all are just burning me tonight, aren't you? Just burning me. And Adam, thank you so very much. He says, happy 100 and 130. So, yep, we just celebrated we done flew past 100,000 over on Facebook and shot past 130 here on YouTube, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we like to see the growth.
Yeah, we do. It's just reassurance that all the years before this that you're putting in when things were very stagnant, and that's just the way it works. It's a business. You get out what you put in. You're starting to, kind of reap some rewards of all the hard work you put in there. I think we're at like 12 or 1,300 videos across the few channels that we have. I mean, that just represents years of a ton of work. So
a lot of hard work.
We're so thankful and appreciate all y'all for believing in us so much and watching all of our crazy smorgasbord of content that
and
we
here every Sunday with us.
Yes, that's right.
Having a good time.
Yep. So thank y'all so much. We truly do appreciate y'all, even though we sit here and rag and poke each other. Chainsaw and flip-flops don't mix well. Oh boy, I don't do that no more. Have y'all noticed the last couple of years, I finally had to just stop wearing flip-flops on my videos. It's Florida, it's hot. We love wearing our flip-flops down here, but oh my goodness, I used to get roasted so bad back then. Now, I wasn't cutting firewood in flip-flops, of course. But
they posted a video the other day on Facebook. I think it was the hunting blind.
Yeah, that was years ago. That deer
he was
blind.
in his flip-flops. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, why'd they post that old video? Oh no, my goodness. Yeah, I'm up standing on precariously cutting off post with flip-flops on. I was like, oh boy, can't wait to read these comments.
Yeah.
Y'all used to burn me back in the day for wearing flip-flops. So I finally had to cut it out or either change my camera angle above my feet. But now I just wear them old hot shoes and boots. But I mean, when I'm out mowing grass or just doing something, watering or working in the garden, I don't see nothing wrong with no flip-flops. But yeah, if I'm working with tools and stuff to follow my feet, I get it. Now I love the welding flip-flops. You're living on the edge and makes you feel all nervous and excited. You don't never know when that slag is going to burn you. I'm kidding. I don't weld in flip-flops. So Todd, oh yeah, he says it's 48 there, windy, temperature dropping, going to have a hard freeze tonight and tomorrow. So Y'all, we're getting close to getting out of it. I'm not so sure that I'm ready to just rush spring and summer here.
I'm ready, but not heat, bad heat.
Well, but you know that's what's coming.
I know.
We're gonna get it.
I know.
We are gonna get it. So, have I got any water in the shed? No, I went out and checked it the other day after we got that. Remember, well, some of y'all watch us on mobile, and you can see our community tabs where we post a lot of pictures and stuff. But we got 2 3/4 inch of rain in like less than an hour the other day, and it just flooded the yard. It rained so hard, washed the road out. So the first thing I did was went out there after the rain, checked the shed. I was expecting something to have splashed in there from the roof or whatever else. I didn't see absolutely not a drop in there. So apparently I hit the mark on all the screws to the roof and everything else. So Glenn says those 60-volt DeWalt chainsaws work decently. I wouldn't use one for firewood harvesting, but they're great trim saw. I've actually been looking at their 20-volt model for a long time. My buddy, I think he's got the 20-volt, but he runs a lot of the flex volt stuff. You're exactly right. That's not good for heavy duty work and everything else, but they're surprisingly powerful for what they are. And what I like about them is you've already got all of the batteries, so you just throw one in the back of the Ranger or the side by side and run around the property. And if there's just a little limb in the trail or something, I think electric chainsaws are perfect for stuff like that. I really do. But for serious firewood cutting, oh no, gas all day long. Yeah, Mike says, I know you were cutting up, but I couldn't resist. I know, Mike. We all like to joke with each other. It's all in good fun here. But seriously, stop. Bank of America, whoever you use credit card is going to be calling you saying, what's going on, man? All right. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy, for the 130 celebration there.
Yes,
appreciate you so much, Mr. Jimmy. Been with us a long time.
Yes.
So what's the next, Sarah says, what's the next build for you guys? So we're going to still continue to work on the outdoor big entertaining and cooking area.
Yep.
Hopefully you've seen that video. That's where we announced that we're doing a big extension of the house. It's all going to be rocked in.
A while.
Privacy fence. We just built the shed for storage of cooking appliances out there. We're going to have a massive fire pit and cooker out there, multiple other custom built cookers.
So excited for it.
So this week we're going to start on the privacy fence. I'll get that video out when I can. I got other things I have to do amongst that. And then we'll probably build the gigantic fire pit cooker because I need to have it kind of set in place and figured out before we put down our weed barrier and haul all the rock in and kind of finalize the design of that area. Oh, and then we're going to go into like planter boxes and have little herb gardens and cool stuff out there. We're doing swing sets out there around the fire pit.
Yeah.
And then after that's done with, we're diving into our biggest ever solar build array that's going to be behind that privacy fence.
He's got to be building something.
I do.
to keep y'all happy.
Yeah, I know. I've got to make the content or I don't make a living. Plus, I just love doing this stuff anyway. So somehow.
And everybody loves the build stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, somehow I found a dream job where I can kind of tie both together. But I got to be careful what we do. We still got to watch all that for sure. But if I think the potential's there that it could take off on one of the platforms, well, we tend to gamble and go for it. But super excited about the solar array. I want to get there bad because my goal by the end of the summer is to have our electric bill knocked down to very cheap. We're going to work on the shop out there a little more and try to get it to where I can run through more cloudy days. And I've been enjoying like those $14 a month electric bills. We got to get the house down because the pool pump uses a ton of electricity. I mean, a ton of electricity. Yeah. It's been running the house up. So my goal is to probably run the pool pump now over to the shop, have it to where it's running strictly off of solar. And then we want to be able to tie the house in with a new emergency backup system that we're putting in, our Delta Pro Ultra, and be able to run through, knock on wood, hopefully no hurricanes and all this year, but it's just the nature of the way things work around here. We're probably going to get more storms and more outages, and our goal this year is to be far more prepared for all that stuff. And thanks to y'all, we've been making that happen with diesel tanks and propane and everything else.
It's been a huge help.
Thank y'all so much for the
support.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that we get to build all that out. Things that we desire and won't need, share it with you, stuff that y'all are interested in, and kind of make this whole crazy thing work. Like we're so thankful for that. What do you keep laughing about? Somebody picking on?
Oh, there's just comments coming in. It's just funny.
I'm sure they're about me, aren't they? Uh-oh, what did Miss Lee say? Well, you keep coming back every week. Okay, that's why Mr. Jimmy's saying Miss Lee, apparently he does like it, evidently. Yeah, if y'all are making fun of me and cutting up on me, y'all are not making fun of somebody else. So I'm willing to just take the beating here. So y'all don't get on somebody else. That's what I guess I'll be the punching bag. That'll be all right. So same here in Iowa with the insurance rates going up. You're not alone. I hate it. And there's nothing we can all seem to do about it. Wait a minute. Oh, Glenn says ours dropped. I was like, lucky you. He says ours dropped us. Fortunately, it was able to find a new company. It was just a few dollars more per year.
Golly.
Yeah, that's the other thing I keep hearing. People just out of the blue. By the way, all of a sudden, you're not covered. Yeah, we dropped you. Oh, luckily we haven't dealt with any of that, but that always scares me about our potential insurance company, for example, maybe pulling out of the state because they just don't like what's going on. Because like the next closest quote that we had was like $5,000 more per year. At that point, I mean, I know we talked with a guy today who lives locally, brand new house. He's self-insured. He's just not dealing with all this. And it's such a huge risk and gamble doing that. But there's at a certain point when they're sending you $7,000, $10,000, $12,000 bills, you're better off investing that money.
Exactly.
Don't touching it, go put it in something that's getting compound interest and maybe rolling the dice and self-insuring. It's just crazy how expensive this stuff is starting to become. Oh, I don't want to go to there, but oh my goodness. All right, what else we got going on here? Tiffany, paint your tractor bright pink to keep Andrew from using it. And
I've been using it more.
Yeah, she has. And I don't think our tractor company would appreciate that. A hot pink tractor rolling around here for advertisement. Let's see here. And also, Mike, again, all seriousness. Oh, serious now. He says, I have donated what I have to the Kelleys as I have my own homestead, and I've watched their videos and I've learned quite a bit. And it's given me so many ideas. Thank you, Mike.
Awesome.
That's that's sweet. We appreciate you. We love hearing that our content inspires people, makes people laugh. There's some educational stuff to it. Heck, I'm learning a lot with y'all. So
absolutely.
That's what I want this content to be about. I just don't want it to be the same old boring stuff. I just love sharing new things. I do. Let's see. Robert says, yeah, what about the food bill now? Oh boy. I was just thinking about that the other day. I remember when we first got together, we used to have our grocery budget per month was $250.
Yeah, it was like close to 300. Yeah.
And I remember we could go get multiple buggies full of groceries from Walmart. And
back then we thought that was a lot.
We did think it was a lot, but $250 was our entire month's grocery bill.
Every time I go to the store, it seems like, even if it's the Dollar General.
And we harvest a lot of our own stuff.
Yeah.
We grow a lot of our own stuff here, harvest a lot of our own meats, keep our freezers packed, and we still spend many times that now a month just in your shampoos and everything else and your basic food stuff and all that you need.
I don't even know what our budget is now for it. I don't want to know.
It's not good. It's not good.
Know.
There's a reason that Make America keeps declining every time she goes to put a Walmart purchase in. It's the only one Make America's got a weird thing about. I'll get a notification on my phone.
I used to do some Walmart pickups, and they were quite large because I would go and get like a month and a half for it.
Yeah, well, we don't like going back and forth to town. We live far away, but yeah, Make America would always decline.
To make a list on there and do it, throughout the month. And yeah, they're like, no, this can't be right.
Yeah, they would literally text me and be like, hey, we canceled that order. If it was you, let us know. I'm like, yes, it was us. That's my wife going crazy on Walmart.com. Oh, goodness. I don't know why they did that. So, Tiffany, do you have a go bag at the house for the storm shelters?
So the storm shelter is pretty much supplied, and we just try to freshen it up, which we need to do that
yes, we
this week if it gets really sunny, and air it out. And we just keep it supplied with everything. I keep the water turned over, and the bed sheets, the couch sheets, whatever you want to call it, everything kind of freshened up in there. So we don't really need to grab anything but Bullet and the dog and Rigger and just go out there.
And honestly, this time of year, this is not hurricane season at all. They just don't happen. It's tornadoes. So if we do run out there, usually it's because we've got a warning on our phone or we see something coming and it's very close and we're out there, 15 to 30 minutes tops. So we honestly don't even need
supplies. And then
supplies.
For hurricane season, if we know that we are getting like we did with this last one, I mean, we had it fully stocked with everything.
Yep.
To get ready. So yeah.
And luckily we get a week's notice on a hurricane or longer, when it starts getting closer. That's when we carry the food out there, the puppy pads and everything else, and really get prepared. So it works out pretty good. So Miss Kathy says, I sent you an email. Good. I'll check that later and get back to you after I search out what you purchased there. Josh, thank you so much. My goodness.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
He says, bless you, Andrew. I saw that sneeze. Yes, dude, the pollen, man, it's just crazy. My allergies have been messed up for months. He says, here's a PB&J fund for not cooking tonight.
All right.
Miss Redmilla ain't on now that it's at 7 and it's late. We might just throw a frozen pizza in or something. All right. Although we did go out for pizza last night to one of our
We
local
did.
restaurants that's got wood-fired pizza, and
Yeah.
oh boy, it was so good. We do like going and getting those wood-fired pizzas occasionally. All right, let's go. Oh man, I am so far behind y'all. I apologize. This just shot way down. Oh my goodness, y'all, I am way
Yeah,
behind.
you are really
Sorry, I'm
far
gonna be missing
behind.
a lot of
Everybody's now just talking amongst themselves because you're far
all right, I'm just gonna have to start cherry picking. Y'all apologize. Y'all can ask it again if I've skipped over you, and I'm gonna have to skip over a lot. Adam, thank you so very much. Y'all been crazy generous tonight. He says, I'm with you, Andrew. I weld in shorts and slippers. Don't say that. We've already got Chris's blood pressure up. We don't need him worried about me doing all that too.
behind.
Let's see here. Is it more beneficial for us to be patrons or Patreon like I am, or to become a member here on YouTube? I've always wondered that. So members on YouTube gives the creator the largest cut. For example, like our ad revenue is split like 55-45, for example, whereas memberships is a much larger number. But I see somebody already answered you. Yes, Patreon by far is the biggest donated amount to someone, assuming they have it, of anything out there. It's like 95-98%. It's crazy how it's the best of anything other than, PayPal or something like that. So hopefully that answered your question. But yes, it all absolutely benefits us. Luckily, the membership is a bigger cut to your creator, so it definitely makes a
And
difference.
thank you for being a Patreon member.
Appreciate you so
Yes.
much. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, I'm telling you, we could not live this lifestyle and do the things that we do if it weren't for y'all. Like, we love and appreciate y'all so much. I do not take that for granted.
No,
I'll never take it for granted. I have worked some really crappy jobs in my life, and this one's very hard work, but I love and appreciate this. And it does not work without y'all. It absolutely does not. And it's sad how many other content creators I watch that never
Yeah,
take time to acknowledge that. I'm like, you're living a pretty blessed lifestyle. No,
exactly.
now,
Yeah.
hats off to those other content creators with big channels. They're working their butt off. I know the behind the scenes on this industry, but it's still a pretty sweet gig. They need to really take the time to appreciate people more for getting them where they are, because this is awesome. Not a lot of people get an opportunity to do this. See, Miss Jimmy says, been there a long time, not going anywhere. Good. You better stick around.
Stay here.
Yeah. So when are we going to do another fishing video? So
Yeah, I was
gonna
thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, me too. I was going to try to go Friday morning. That was going to be my first official trip. Now, precursor to all this, we've actually been bank fishing. Kind of a
Nothing's
bad,
been biting.
yeah, it's a bad time of year.
Yeah.
Water's still cold, and now we're going to get in the 30s the next couple mornings potentially. That shuts fishing down here in Florida. Our fish just do not like any cold snaps.
Hey, we made a fishing video, kind of.
What?
The end of the video, today's video.
Oh yeah, not really. We did make a couple
Yeah.
casts in today's wood splitting video of all things. I'm thinking the end of this week I would like attempt to make a boat morning trip, just kind of see where I'm at on the fence and see what the weather's done. But normally I don't go fish within several days after a cold snap because it's just pitiful fishing. But next week for sure, I think I am going to take a morning. I have been itching to go bass fishing. Like I said, we've been going bank fishing, mainly riding more than anything, enjoying ourselves. We've been recording it. And if we start catching stuff bank fishing, which eventually we will, we're going to release one of those videos. And then before long, after it warms up just a little more, yeah, we're going to be heading out to the coast doing some saltwater stuff. And we keep talking about wanting to go crabbing too. We was going to go last week. We had a day set aside, but the tide was unbelievably wrong for the crabbing. So we're about to start kicking the content out over there. We promised ourselves we're going to make that happen. She's been on me about it. We absolutely are. I would say at least by next week, we've done made our first official
God, I want
fishing
some
video
red
trip.
fish on a half shell.
Oh boy, that sounds good too. Uh-oh. Cut shoots outdoors. So I do everything flip flops. If I cut a toe off, I have 9 more. This is Florida. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Mr. Perry. I know everybody's been getting on me. I love that you call it a privacy fence. You're in the middle of the country. Privacy from who? The chickens?
Yeah.
So it's called a privacy fence material. So that's what I call it. But it's honestly, we're trying to create false walls out there, which will give a good recording background, and it's going to make the area feel like an extension of the house. I keep saying that term, but that's the only way I can describe it. It's going to make it feel like bedroom walls.
I mean, there's so many other reasons too. Like for instance, he's going to do solar behind it, so that's going to kind of hide that, because I just don't want a bunch of solar panels out in the yard. And with us having the sink and the countertop right there, you kind of want to have something to have it, have a backdrop behind that. And gosh, what are the other reasons? I mean, just to make it, like you said, a separate area.
I
for
think it's
sure.
going to make sense when we get out there and we can hang stuff on there, signs and all stuff. It's just going to be a cool area for us to enjoy instead of looking across the yard, seeing the shop, seeing a neighbor drive by on the tractor, stuff like that. Like it is actually going to
Then
give
you can
us.
junk up your shop out there, and I won't have to see it.
Too late. Shop is already so
I know. I'm talking
chunky.
about the outside of it.
Too late. All right, let's run on down because y'all, I'm so far behind. David, thank you so very much. Welding flip flops is nothing. I fry bacon naked. Boy, I did not need to know that, Mr. David. Thanks for the donation. I would make some comments, but we may have some younger ears on here. So
That is hilarious.
boy, I can there's some comments and jokes I really want to make, but we're not. We're gonna keep this PG.
Golly. That's gotta hurt though.
Yeah, it does.
I do my bacon in the oven.
Oh yeah. So Crystal says, I'm sneaking in. I just woke up.
Hey,
Crystal. Didn't you miss us completely last weekend because of another nap? And then our buddy Cash, he can't be on right. He got called into work. Oh man, that's okay, Crystal. Hopefully you enjoyed your nap. And any word from Miss Sheila? Not since last week's live stream. That's the only update that we've been given. I know some of y'all do reach out and talk to her. So if anybody,
Yeah, Crystal said she hasn't spoke with her in a couple of days.
okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Let's see what else we got going on here. Adam's our whipping boy. No, he's not. I am. I think I've got Adam beat on the getting whooped. So Arnie, thank you so very much for this is not a donation, he says. Funny.
Good
Arnie.
to see you, Arnie.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arnie. Appreciate you. Man, Sharon says their high temp's going to be 32 tomorrow. Oh, I think we're going to get a little above 60. No, that's Tuesday. That's our cool snap. I think we're gonna be in the high 30s that morning, but we're gonna warm up to 60 by mid-afternoon for sure. It's gonna be a beautiful day for working. A high in the 30s. Oh man, I don't even think we've had a high in the 30s in the last several winters. Even on the mornings that we may dip into the teens and all, we still will get to 40 degrees by lunch. Like we never just stay in the 30s. Let's see what else we got going on there. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm reading some of y'all's stuff here. All right. Shot me all the way to the bottom again. Sharon says, I want spring to stay here. I'm so every winter. I've got mixed feelings on it because I know what's coming. It's going to be so hot. So was the wood-fired pizza burnt? Asked Miss Lee. Ha ha. Got jokes. No, because I did not cook it. We went to a professional last night that actually cooked it. So that worked out pretty good.
Gosh.
And Tiffany, you got hooked up last night there.
Yeah.
She even talked with the owner and was talking to him about his dough recipe and everything else. I'm like, quit asking the man about his private recipe and all.
He was willing to give me his
like,
whole recipe.
He was like,
took me back in the kitchen.
He's like, come to the kitchen. I'm about to make some pizza dough right now. I was like, what? Normally that's the secret stuff. He's like,
I know.
I'll show you how to make it. I was like, okay, this is cool.
He didn't give me the recipe though.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go spend more money there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, what else we got here? So, do you get a discount at the pizza joint if you bring your own wood? Asked Paul. Well, Paul, normally that would be kind of a joke or something funny, but I will say I did happen to bring up, hey, I split firewood to the owner last night. I don't know if nothing become of it, but his eyebrows raised. So possibly, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, I'm going to continue to work on that. So Miss Lee wants to know what I did with the second creeper. So Miss Lee mailed me 2 creepers accidentally. And for people who don't know what creeper is, I know that sounds weird. That's the roll around shop. Well, I always called it a creeper that you creep around with on the shop floor. So Miss Lee had a hookup or a mix up with Amazon. They took care of Amazon to great. And next thing I know, a second creeper showed up.
I went to the post office. I'm like, another one?
Yeah, no, I still have it boxed up. So we'll do a giveaway or something like you mentioned. I think that'd be a really good idea. And we'll probably we'll have something coming up here for long that'll make sense, and we'll try to do several items, and we'll do some giveaway stuff. I think that'd be an excellent, especially for anybody that rolls around on concrete and works on cars. So have I talked to Mr. Doug lately? I have not this past week. I don't think. I think it was
previous.
Yeah, I think it was a week before we talked on
Yeah.
Patreon and a few comments here, but not this particular week. As far as I know, he's still doing really, really well. Works a lot, it sounds like. So Mikey says he has 362 acres. That's awesome. 1 bull, 2 meat cows, 1 milking cow, 5 sheep, 2 dozen chickens, 8 rabbits, 3 deer, a walk-in freezer, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah,
He
somebody
says,
did
I'm
say that.
prepared. Buddy, you are. That 362 acres. Oh, man, that'd be like a
Yeah.
dream for me. Some people, I know a lot of people come on our property. We got 50 acres. They're like, man, that's a lot of land. I'm like,
Yeah, but 362.
yeah, I was like, I'd take another zero on the end of mine. I'm like, that's a lot of work. Exactly. Like, I just love working our property. Absolutely love it. Well, it sounds like you have an awesome place there. And yeah, you have plenty of preparedness food, we'll call it. So Mike says, did YouTube just raise their rates? I think they did. You're talking about on the ad-free
Yeah,
stuff.
Robert underneath.
Yep, I
Yeah.
think it was like what, $13.99. I don't want to give y'all false information. I think it might have went to $15.99. I do YouTube Premium myself, so when I watch other channels, I don't see ads. I haven't seen an ad in a year. The ads don't bother me so much, but it's nice to skip them. What I like about the YouTube Premium is we can watch music videos and we're entertaining. Even though I keep forgetting to log that account in out there without ads, and I can listen offline. I listen to a lot of podcasts on YouTube. And one of the features of the premium is you can cut it off, put it in your pocket, and my earbuds still work. And I'm listening to any podcast I want. You can listen to music. You can build playlists. I like the features there. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I remember I got an email a couple months ago. The rate was going up. I think it did go up a couple of dollars. I'm continuing to use it just because for no more than it is a month.
Like everything else.
Yeah. Well, it supports your creators. I watch a ton of people too that do this for a living. Even whenever you're a premium member, they still get a cut. It still supports them. You can skip all the ads. I like it. I mean, we don't do Dish Network or DirecTV anymore. That's $250 a month. So we don't mind spending 15 here or whatever Netflix is now, even though we don't hardly ever watch that. So we just buy a few little random things like that. So, do you guys have a GPS on Ruger? Ask Codex. I've seen something on his collar last video. Not sure. We're looking at some for our cats. Wonder if you have Tractive. We do have Tractive, and I actually made a video on that a while back. Did a little review. Actually, that did really well. Believe it or not, the company reached out to me and seen it and just told me a big thank you for making it. I looked at a lot of collars before we bought the Tractive. Now, I used to have the small Tractive, like the one that you'll get for a cat. The only thing I didn't like was I was having to charge it up every few days to once a week because Ruger leaves the home battery saving zone a lot. He's got 50 acres he can run around on. So they come out with the large XL model that you're seeing now, much bigger battery. I bought it because it was like $50, really reasonable. Love it. It's a little
That
big.
would be big for a cat.
Oh, it would be. They make small cat ones. You need to go with
Yeah.
that one. But the one thing I love about this new one for him, I don't charge it, but once every 3 or 4 weeks, and we take Ruger out all the time on side-by-side rides or the boat and everything else, and that's where it starts really using the battery. Absolutely love the new one. No issues with it. And I bought the 2-year plan, I think, which is $6 or $8 a month, something like that. So I thought it was relatively affordable, and I like it because it makes me feel a whole lot better. So if he does run off, and I've got him trained too, he's got one of those training collars on that'll do the vibrate, the beep, shock, everything. Well, we've got him trained just to come to us with beep. So the little Tractive collar, if he runs way out in the woods and I can't get him with the other one, I can go to my app. It don't matter if he's 50 miles from me. I can turn on the little beep, and he's thinking, "Uh-oh, that's my training collar." He'll come running right back to the house. Of course, hot as it's got here
Yeah,
lately.
you've had to do that. So
I have, but hot as it's got here lately in the rest of summer, he will not leave his sandbox or the porch. He ain't roaming nowhere.
Yeah.
He's got too much hair and it's too hot here.
Actually, Andrew the other day went to the back side of the property and he was, down there talking with somebody for a little while. And Ruger was like, I'm going back up to the house and getting in the pool.
He got so sick of me talking to my neighbor, and he just left, cut through the pines, come up here and went swimming. He's like, I ain't gonna keep standing in this sun. So podcast, nope. We didn't do one this week. That we ain't never promising really a schedule over there. They'll just kind of happen when they happen, and we really should try to set some time aside because I probably have about 40 different topics in my phone, including one we keep bringing up a lot here lately. We'll be out riding around, and we just keep popping off, and we always look at each other and go, "That should be a podcast."
Andrew gets on a soapbox.
I do. That's what we should have called it, the Kelly soapbox, not podcast.
Right.
Oh man. All right, let's grab a few more of these comments down here. Oh my goodness, y'all have been busy while I have been yakking. Christine, thank you so very much. Just gifted out a pile of memberships to people. That was extremely generous. So it looks like quite a few people got them there. Whether you wanted them or not, you got a monthly membership. So does Tiffany know how to drive the big tractor? You have.
No.
You have drove it. You absolutely have. I remember you driving around the yard a couple different
Maybe
times.
that was when we first got it.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
I told him he needs to show me how to do it so I can take the mowing off his hands this year.
I like them.
Well, some of the times.
You've already taken my super nice zero turn.
Yeah. Well, we'll give you more time on projects.
It
so,
would. It would.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's
Oh,
throttled up, throttled down, same pedals, let off, brake over here. She wouldn't have a problem driving it at all. She absolutely won't. And she
yeah.
probably will
Just
use
the
it some
things
this
that we
summer.
would have to look out for is, Andrew's always looking at the gauges to make sure it doesn't overheat out there, and whenever it's
That ain't really much of a problem unless it is 100-degree day and I'm mowing for 8
So you
hours.
have to show me things like that,
Yeah.
and then, of course, I don't know what we do about the armadillo holes. We'll just have to make
Ooh,
sure.
boy, the armadillo holes.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna work on some of them this week too, with some other stuff that showed up.
Oh.
Well, I mean, at least let me look around a little. But I have been working on them armadillos like crazy. But now I got to go out in the pasture and cover up all these holes. And we forgot to go plug that hole under the oak tree.
Yes, we did. All right, let me put that on the list.
Put it
with
on the
bat
list.
houses.
With the bat houses. And what else was there?
I don't know.
I can't remember either. Oh, goodness gracious.
Get a pen.
So, Mr. Mike, thank you so much. Golly, y'all been so kind and generous tonight. He says Tiffany's Tool Fun. All right.
Thank you,
So,
Mr.
you're
Mike.
getting loaded up with tools, Tiffany. All right. So, Jason got recognized being a member. He says, welcome to and thank you. I don't know if you just got another membership or you're saying welcome back to or thank you back to me or whatever that was. So, sorry, Jason, I'm way behind. Any changes to our cellular Wi-Fi router? Nope, still running a T-Mobile plan. Router's still there. However, Waveform did just send me out. I do work with those guys and video conference with them. They just come out with some brand new antennas. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a video or not, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna go through, review them, give feedback to the company. If people want to see a potential video on it, I've been very careful about how many sponsored videos I've been doing on the channel, because I know some people like some of the content, some people don't. But I did just get some brand new antennas that I am going to check out. Here's something interesting. We're in the yard the other night. We look on our Verizon phones and it says 5G.
Mhm.
We never had 5G. And
Haven't seen it too often since then.
no. And just the other day, we seen a gigantic crane at our Verizon tower down the road. I was like, how about that? So I literally got like 184 megs down on my phone 2 days ago, standing in the yard when I could see 5G. But you come in the house, can't get 5G for nothing. And like she says, it comes to go in the yard because that tower right there is directional. It's aimed up and down a major highway. It does not shoot back this way. So it's a very unreliable 5G signal. But I've been curious about maybe putting a Verizon SIM in my router back there and seeing if I could pick it up. What is so funny?
They're cracking me up.
They still cutting on me?
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. You guys. I work at Harbor Freight. We have all kinds of creepers. I can help you. Oh, my God.
I did not catch that. Oh, my God.
Well, it says HS3, that's Harbor Freight. It says we all have all kinds of creepers. Oh, you might be.
Oh, see, I was like, I didn't take it as a joke, but he was being serious.
Well, I did. I think he is being serious, but I was like, well, I thought you said you work with all kinds of creepers. I was like, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, now I'm reading stuff all kinds of wrong. Let me just skip on to the next one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
They are making me laugh down here.
Yeah, they are. All right, so let's see what it's got here. So Mike says, I meant on their cut on donations to you. Oh, YouTube. Not that I've seen. I didn't get no notice that my ad revenue had went down. So I certainly hope not. That's a good question. It's something I'll look into. But normally Google and YouTube's very good about sending me emails when there's changes like that. So I'll have to look into it. But no, as far as I know, there hasn't been no change on the cut there. But now you got me curious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what's got going here. Oh, they're talking about other stuff here. I ain't even gonna get on that. Oh, Tino says you missed it. The chooks, the chickens.
Oh,
Give
yes.
an update.
Well, they're all about the same this past week, except for the girls are wanting to be in there with the rooster. So they keep digging holes underneath the door and they'll just go in and out. And he stays in his little rooster jail.
Yeah, he don't dig out, but they dig in.
They just come and go as they please. So as long as the one that doesn't, or the one that got, picked on, as long as she don't go in there, we're good. So they're
Yeah.
doing good.
All right, I see a pile of y'all asked about the armadillos. We just covered that. They're definitely here. We're working on them, and we're gonna have to continue to work on. Somebody needs to invent a diller Roomba. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, especially if it had a cam on it and thermal, and you could watch. Let's see here. Tiffany Andrew gets so far behind because he won't quit talking. His mouth is like an Energizer bunny. It just keeps going and going and going. That was so kind.
Danny's.
That was so kind and sweet of you there, Mr. Jimmy. So it's so nice to have good friends like y'all. He says, "Do you know bats scare off armadillos? Too bad you don't have any. The way you attract bats to the oh, no. Thanks, Danny. If there was only a way to attract some bats,
oh my gosh, they are.
I'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that. Now we're getting all hashtag save the bats, hashtag bats forever. What on earth is going on? We've got to have one of the weirdest live streams.
I know, right?
If anybody just stumbles across to our live streams, they're probably like instantly click off. What was that? But here we are just talking about the most random, crazy stuff. So do I still have my county line splitter? No, a really good friend of mine wanted that, needed a splitter. It is now at his house. So, and I asked him the other day how he's been enjoying it, and he hasn't even fired it up. So, if you watch this, you know who you are. Use your splitter, man, or at least get the old gas out of it. Come on. It's about to be too hot to be splitting. And he's got a pile of cheese on, or pile of trees on his property. I didn't say his name. I almost did.
I know.
But he knows who he is. All right, let's go on down and catch a few more of these. And I think we're going to wrap it up, y'all, and go make those PB&Js for supper. So is the Amazon link still correct? Right? Yes. And I can pop it down here for anybody that's curious. I've got to where I just save it for every live stream now because it always gets brought up. Thank you so much for everybody that's been using our Amazon store to make your purchases. It makes a huge difference. It really does. There's the link, by the way, if anybody wants it. We just actually got you remember I told you I was on the waiting list for our fuel tank, our gas tank, and we've been always trying to use our Amazon funds that come in from everybody shopping there and the little commissions and kickbacks that we get for fuel. It's historically kind of paid for our gas bill for the month. And then we wound up doing really well the last couple months and got invited to a bonus program. And we wound up buying a diesel tank and pump because of y'all. Then we got on a waiting list for a fuel tank because we're out in the middle of nowhere. It's forever and a day. Actually, the closest place that carries premium non-ethanol to me is about a 50-mile round trip to get premium. Nobody carries it. And that's what I like to run on my saws and everything else. Generators if hurricane hits. So we just got that fuel tank in this week. They called me. I was first on the list. We bought a pump. And I think with the way things are going on Amazon this month, this is the last month for the bonus program. We may hit it, and that's going to be
the last month.
Yeah, they hadn't invited us to another program, but they'll come up with something else eventually. I think we're going to hit it, and I think y'all are going to cover that fuel tank. Like y'all, we cannot thank y'all enough for that. Now we're going in this year feeling so much more comfortable. We're building our solar. We're going to build a bigger array. We just changed out our emergency backup system in the pantry. I think we've found the one that we're going to stay with. We're going to have diesel on the property. We're going to have non-ethanol on the property. So should the hurricane or the zombie apocalypse happen, yeah, we got propane. We're feeling more and more comfortable. Yes. Now we got to just get some animals out here. And it's all part of the lifestyle that we wanted anyways. Not necessarily for doom and gloom reasons, but it just makes you feel really good. And now when that next hurricane hits, y'all, it was 1 month to the day before non-ethanol was back available around here after the last hurricane last year, including at a gigantic station down the road from me that's always known to carry it. They're a huge fuel station. It took 1 month for them to get non-ethanol back. So now we're actually going to have enough stored on the property to still run like normal, do our work, do our cleanup, everything else. And I don't have to go fight nobody at the gas station. That is such a wonderful feeling. Oh my goodness, such a wonderful feeling. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. All right, let's grab a couple more. Christine, goodness, you've been so kind.
Oh, well, thank you, Christine.
Yeah, that's so generous. Said this is for the dogs. They need bones, treats, and summertime toys. You're exactly right. So they need pool floats, and they go through some treats. Especially they love rib bones. We've been loading them up on that.
Oh yeah.
We finally found a few that we seem to like. So that's what we've been trying to give them.
That's awesome.
We'll load them up. Thank you so much for doing that. That was so kind and generous. I hope I didn't miss nobody tonight. Y'all have been donating like crazy. Please don't tell me I missed somebody tonight.
You've been keeping up with it, I think.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
I see Miss Sheila jumped on. We hope
she did?
Okay, Miss Sheila. Yep, she's right there.
Good deal. All right. Yep. So everybody was asking about you. But he's about to wrap this thing up. But if you have any sort of an update or anything you want to tell everybody, they've already been asking about you. And it's actually been kind of kind tonight. They've been really mean for me, and they've been kind for everybody else and kind and asking about you. But I've just been taking the punching bag hit tonight. So Lance says it's hard to find ethanol-free premium here too. I always thought ethanol was hard on small engines, so never try to use it. I don't run ethanol, period, in any of my small engines. Will not happen. Will never do it. I've just had too much problems with it in the past. And then all everybody wants to carry around here, and it's hard to find. You don't find non-ethanol at many of our stations. Is at 87. Well, I can literally hear my chainsaws ping and not. It just doesn't seem like they run right. That's really, really bad on the saws. And saws even actually call for 91 or 93. They want a more premium fuel, which is almost impossible to get here. It's what I like to run on my boats. I just think it's worth the investment. So it makes sense for us to have a tank on the property here. Actually, I got filled this week, got the tank got filled, and the price was a considerable amount less than it is at the pump. That wasn't the case for diesel. Normally I paid the pump price even delivered here, but we saved a pretty penny too by going with a full fill up here. And I get the 93 that I really want. So I love the way this works. What, somebody else making fun of me again now?
Just all these bat comments.
Oh my goodness. I know.
Bat houses matter too.
Yeah, I know. All right, Miss Sheila, you're gonna have to go back and watch all this crazy talk that's went on tonight about these bat houses and
Yes,
everything
we're
else.
praying for you, Miss Sheila.
Yeah,
You're
she
on
says,
our minds.
yep, I'm okay, just managing pain levels. So yeah, we've been thinking about you. People been asking about you. Thank you for the update. All right, y'all. We went over an hour tonight.
Yes, I'm getting hungry.
Tiffany's getting hangry. Say it correct. And
Yeah,
this
if I
woman,
say hungry, I'm already hangry.
this woman does get hangry. It really does exist. When she says she wants to eat, if it's not within the next 15 minutes, look out.
Ever.
All right. So good night, y'all. God
Good
bless.
night.
Thank
It
you
was
so
so
much
much
for watching.
fun.
Yeah, it was. Man, the
Yeah.
donations, y'all did not have to do that. Mikey, my Fisker sponsor, y'all been so kind and generous to us. Thank y'all for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Go enjoy what's rest of your St. Patty's Day celebration. Hopefully it's some good food and other stuff as well.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all watching and supporting us. It means the world to us. We'll get you another smorgasbord of content out this week. And then like I said, we're slipping back in the big project. So kind of excited about that. We got some cool stuff to share with you. Y'all take care.
Good night.
We'll see you.